Mars looks calm, almost peaceful, but if you were standing there right now, you would be in immediate danger, not because Mars is violent, but because it is indifferent. The reality of Mars. From a distance, the planet feels familiar. Deserts, mountains, a horizon beneath an open sky. But the similarities end there. The reality of Mars is defined by what it lacks: the atmosphere. Mars does have an atmosphere, but it is barely there. It's about 1% as dense as Earth's. That means the air pressure on Mars is closer to a near vacuum than to what we breathe here. On Earth, the atmosphere protects us. It holds in warmth, it carries oxygen, it shields us from radiation. On Mars, it does almost none of that. It is made of roughly 95% carbon dioxide, less than 1% oxygen. You couldn't breathe. And without a pressurized suit, the low pressure would begin affecting your body almost immediately. Moisture in your eyes and lungs would start to evaporate. Your body would swell. You would lose consciousness quickly. Temperature. Mars is cold. The average temperature is around -60 degrees Celsius. At night, it can drop below -100. There are brief moments near the equator when temperatures rise above freezing. But the thin atmosphere cannot trap heat. Mars warms quickly and cools just as fast. There is no stable comfort, only extremes. Radiation Earth is protected by a global magnetic field. Mars lost its magnetic field billions of years ago. Without that shield, radiation from the Sun reaches the surface far more easily. Over time, that radiation damages cells. It increases long-term health risks. Any sustained human presence would require heavy shielding, not just walls, but protection from the sky itself. The sound of Mars. Mars is not silent, but it sounds different. NASA's Perseverance rover recorded wind moving across the Martian surface. Let's listen to the actual audio captured by NASA's Mars rover. Because the atmosphere is so thin, sound travels differently. Quieter, higher frequencies fade quickly. A dust storm on Mars would not roar the way it does on Earth. It would whisper. A distant movement across an empty world. Dust storms. Mars experiences massive dust storms. Some can grow large enough to cover the entire planet. They are not violent in the way hurricanes are, but they are persistent. Here is footage of a dust storm captured on Mars. Fine dust fills the air. It blocks sunlight. Solar-powered missions have struggled to survive them. The sky. During the day, the Martian sky appears reddish or butterscotch in tone. Fine dust scatters sunlight differently than Earth's atmosphere. But at sunset, something unusual happens. The sun glows with a faint blue halo. Mars has blue sunsets. On a planet that feels alien, even the light behaves differently. Colonization. People often talk about colonizing Mars, building domes, creating cities, terraforming the planet. But the atmosphere is thin because Mars lacks the gravity to hold thick gases for long periods of time. Its magnetic field is gone. Its surface is exposed. Changing Mars would not be simple engineering. It would mean altering planetary physics. Mars is not waiting to become Earth. It is the way it is for a reason. And yet, we are drawn to it, because Mars is close, because it feels reachable, because it represents possibility. But the reality of Mars teaches us something unexpected, not how easy it would be to leave Earth, but how rare Earth truly is. A thick atmosphere, liquid water, protection from radiation, air you can breathe without thinking. Mars is not a backup plan, it is a reminder. That comfort is fragile, and home is extraordinary. Do you think humans will ever truly live on Mars? Or are we underestimating how difficult it really is? Tell me your thoughts below, and if this made you think, subscribe for more.